Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatab Yawa'Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson, all right? Lord's will is edifying. Just real quick, I got a couple precepts pulled up. But a brother had sent me this video. All right, and this is by James Cadiz. I'm not really familiar with the channel. And this is from 2 weeks ago, so I'm a little late. But it's this guy, he's asking the Grok AI, which is supposed to be, one of the supposedly the most sophisticated AIs up to date. I think it's Elon Musk's AI. All right, but he asked a question, and you can see it on the left side. All right, it says this, can AI be used to force people to take the mark of the beast? All right, and again, Esau's just putting it out there. All right, and ultimately, from the apostles and elders on down, this has been pushed. All right, the truth. Okay, the truth has been pushed for decades now. The correct understanding of what that MOTB is, and it's deadly important because this is the times we're heading into. This is one of the last prophecies to come to pass. And, the elect are going to understand what this is. The Lord has revealed this information, all right? And it's just so evident. It's so easy. So, like, at this point, if you're denying it, it's either you sold out or you truly are just in the darkness, all right? But this is the question he asked. It says, can AI be used to force people to take the mark of the beast? It says the mark of the beast from Revelation 13 is typically, and this is the answer, from Revelation 13 is typically understood as a symbol of allegiance, which we've been saying, all right, the apostles always brought this out. This is like the electronic O. You're accepting Esau as your master forever if you take to see him, all right? And it shows you that you're in league with the beast and his system. It says something people accept willingly or under pressure to participate in a system tied to the beast authority. It is described as being on the hand or forehead, linked to buying and selling. If we're exploring how AI could play a role in a modern interpretation, it's about influence and control, not literal force like holding someone down. And this is what we've been saying, again, from our apostles and elders on down. All right, this is something that, the scriptures call it the hour of temptation, something that you're going to have to be tempted to. And, it really, like it says, influence and control to take. Save the elect, because the elect are not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. But this, again, and it's going to go into it a little bit more.
Mark of the beast from Revelation 13 is typically understood as a symbol of allegiance, something people accept willingly or under pressure to partake in a modern interpretation. 14, in a world where AI runs everything, commerce, healthcare, jobs.
And this is the other part of it. It says AI could, and this is another the other response, all right, or another response. It says AI could create conditions where taking a mark, say a digital ID or implant, feels like the only option. Imagine a world where AI runs everything, commerce, healthcare, jobs. It could lock people out of those systems unless they opt in. Think algorithm-driven blacklist or financial exclusion. AI could also manipulate perception, flooding social media with propaganda or deepfakes to normalize the idea, making it seem like a practical choice rather than coercion. And this is what we've been saying, again, from the apostles and elders on down through the Rachakodash, which is the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and like I said, they're just throwing it in our faces at this point, everybody's faces. All right? And this is the response from Grok, or Gronk, however you call it, the AI. All right? Now, Lord's will, I'll leave this video in the description box so, Jay can, look this up for himself, go more into it. But, this is exactly what we've been saying. All right? Look at this. It says a digital ID or implant feels like the only option. The hour of temptation is going to make it tempting. Buying and selling. All right? Where you're blacklisted, they set up a electronic system or a Internet of Things where everything is digital, and unless you participate in the system, what does it say? You shall neither buy nor sell. All right. But again, all right, this is truly evident. Okay, and like I said, I only got a couple precepts. I'm gonna close out. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come." All right, hey, this is prophecy. The testimony of Yahushua is what? The spirit of prophecy. What are we supposed to be occupied in prophecies? All right, this is one of the last major prophecies to come to pass, and this is the times we're living in. Okay, it says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them." All right, now you have all these false prophets. You have all these different groups. The Lord is really right now making it evident who his true men are. All right, and he's showing you who the phonies are. He's showing you who's not going into prophecy, who's not pushing these things, who's not warning the flock, who's comfortable here, who's ultimately going to sell out and take what this man is offering. But then you have his men, all right? Again, from the apostles and elders on down, pushing this, showing you and warning you exactly what this MOTB is. All right? It says, "Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them." So, when these things come, and it's coming, all right, then you're going to know who the true men of the Lord are. All right? Now, let me just get it. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16, straight to the point. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right? And we go into this all the time. Look up these words for mark. All right? You go into the word mark, G5480, charagma. Okay, which is an imprinted mark, stamped, thing carved, sculpture, graven mark. All right, a scratch or an etching. Okay, you go into the root word, karax is the palisade. So you have the actual the C hip. Then you have the what do you call it? The transportation device, which is the needle. Okay, and then you go into the root word of that, which is grapho. Okay, and what is that? Write, to expect written characters, to write, definition 4, to write to one, i.e. by writing in a written epistle, to give information, directions. Okay, and we go into this all the time. What is that? That's the digital ID. That's the information that's been able to be put on that C hip. Okay, and again, this is as plain as can be. All right. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666. All right, and he went into this in this video. All right, AI can have a part in that by basically blackballing you, blacklisting you, creating that Internet of Things, all right, or creating that digital system to where their only form of payment they're going to accept is the C hit. Okay? So again, this is crystal clear. Okay? And it tells you what's going to happen to those who take it in Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right? Basically death. You're going to partake in that nuclear fire. Okay? But the elect, all right, what does it say in what is it? Romans the 11th chapter, I believe. Yep, Romans 11 and 7. It says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." The elect, again, are not ignorant of Satan's devices. The elect are not going to bow down to this image. They're not going to take this C hip. All right? They're not going to be tempted. Or I should say, they're not going to give in to the temptation, because it's going to tempt the whole world. But the elect are not going to give in to that temptation, no matter what Esau's saying, no matter what so-called family members are saying, no matter what society is saying. The elect are not going to take that MOTB, okay? Because they understand what this is, and they understand what it means. They said it, all right? It's a form of worship, basically, all right? It's a form of you accepting that this system is the end-all be-all, all right? Which we go into it all the time, and the scriptures go into it. The Lord has promised us something better, all right? This system is not it. This place is not it. What this man is offering is not it. It's not the end-all be-all, all right? And I'll grab this last one. because, you know, even though he's going to make it sound like, you know, you can't eat or you can't get things unless you have that sihip. Well, what did the Lord say? All right. Yep. Isaiah 65:13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. All right, and again, the Lord's elect are going to be taken care of. They're going to eat. The Lord is going to, you know, give us food to eat. Lord's will we be at that number. The Lord is going to give the elect food to eat, things to survive. All right, we don't have to worry about, you know, taking the sihip to keep food. All right, we don't have to worry about the sihip to have a place to stay. All right, the Lord says He has us as long as we trust in Him and we strive for the truth unto death. All right, the Lord will fight for us. And actually, let me get that one. All right, and I'll end off on that. But again, you know, this is, you know, really clear right now. Okay. And anybody who's not going into this, anybody who's telling you that the sihip is something other than, you know, the MOTB is something other than the sihip, well, either they sold out or they truly are blind. All right, and they're not the prophets, because again, the Lord, He revealeth His secrets unto the servants, the prophets. All right. So you think one of the most important secrets in this time, at the end, that the Lord wouldn't reveal it? All right. The Lord has revealed these things to His servants. All right. And they know. They're pushing it. Last one. Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So again, understanding that, you know, this is what it is. The sihip, all right, is the MOTB. Understanding that they are going to try and so-called, you know, make it seem like that's the only option. That's the pseudo salvation. All right. Hey, the Lord promised us salvation. All right. Lord's will we be at that number, but the elect have salvation. All right. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So that's how far we have to go. All right. If it means our lives to uphold our integrity, then so be it. All right. The Lord will be with us. All right. Every step of the way. Okay. But again, you know, like I said, Lord's will, I'll leave this whole video in the description box. Jake can check it out. But hey, this is right in your face. All right. There's no excuse to not know. All right. Hey, even these bugged out Christians know. All right. So it's out there. Okay. No excuse when these things actually come to pass. But when they do come to pass, then you'll know who the real true men of the Lord are. All right. Hey, but Lord's will, this is edifying. Once again, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, and a blah, blah, blah.